Hello everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I am Becky and I can be found as Becky Burns Gibson on Pinterest, Instagram, and Ravelry. I am so excited today because I was lucky enough to snag a good deal on a Juki TL18 QVP. And I purchased it at Mid-South Sewing Center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And they were so nice and so friendly, and I had such a good experience there. I'm going to do an unboxing now. This is such a heavy machine. It was very difficult to get in the car today. So there are copper staples in the top of the box that I'm going to have to pry up. The Juki TL18 QVP is a semi-industrial machine. It was considerably more expensive than my Singer Quantum Stylus 9960, but I believe that this will be a more robust machine. And I'm hoping that it will last longer. Okay, so in the very top of the box is the instruction manual, and then the warranty registration is on the back. And this is just a piece of paper that says, "Please read instruction book before running the machine." And it says that in various languages. This is the knee lifter. You use your knee to move this bar, and it causes your presser foot to lift. Okay, here is the bag of accessories, and I will be going over this in detail in just a minute. Okay, here is the Juki foot pedal. I like it. It has a nice place to wrap your wire around. And this foot pedal, they explained it to me at the sewing center today. This foot pedal will cut the threads. So when you press down on the top, it sews, and when you press backwards on the heel, it cuts the threads automatically. So I am really looking forward to that, getting that in my muscle memory. Here's the plug for the sewing machine. Okay, what is this? Oh, I'm so happy this machine comes with this. I looked online today once I got back from the sewing machine store. And this, if you bought this separately, it would cost about $150. So this is metal. Is it metal? I think it's metal. Yes, I'm very pleased with this. It has centimeters and inches along the bottom. And it has a panel that you raise so that you can get to your bobbin. The bobbin is not a top drop-in bobbin. It is a side bobbin with a bobbin case and metal bobbins. Okay, this is a really nice sewing machine cover. Yeah, I'll be using this a lot. Keep the dust off my machine. My puppy is over here underfoot. My little Labrador retriever. Okay, I hope I can get this out of the box by myself, because my husband is not here to help me. It is a very heavy machine. Okay, I'm going to tilt this. It would be great if they put handles in here so you can get it out of the box. So printed in big letters on the box is the message, "Do not drop, fragile." So on the way home today, I put the sewing machine in my seat. And I put the seat belt around it because I certainly did not want to get in an accident with my machine. I'm just inching this out a little bit at a time. All right. We're getting somewhere now. I'm going to keep my box and all of my packaging materials in case we ever move again. I'll have a good packing box for my sewing machine. Alright, this is all wrapped up. There is a packet of silica gel inside. Keep it fresh, I guess. Great. It does not come pre-threaded, so I'm going to have to read the manual and make sure I thread it correctly. They did show me how to thread it at the dealer and how to use the automatic needle threader. There's also some instructions in the manual about pre-oiling the machine prior to the first use, and then subsequent oilings after that. What they told me at the dealer was before your first use, you oil everything. 4 to 5 drops in the top here, and then you don't oil the top part again for 2 to 3 months. But the hook in the bobbin case should be oiled every time you use the machine. So I will be reading that and getting back with you on that. But I guess this is the handle to lift the machine with. I do know that this is the presser foot pressure knob, and this is the presser foot floating knob. So if you're sewing something really thick, you would adjust the pressure foot float knob here. Okay, let's take a look at our accessory bag. Okay, so on page 5 of the owner's manual is a list. It lists the foot controller, we've already seen that. The knee lifter lever, we've already seen that. The auxiliary table, we've already seen that. Now this, let's see what they call it. I know what it is, but let's see what they call it. Okay, they call it a foot switch stopper. So you put this on the bottom of your foot pedal if you do not want to use the heel for cutting the threads. So if I end up accidentally cutting threads when I don't want to, then I'll use this. But I think to start out with, I'm not going to use it. Okay, I believe they call this a small screwdriver. It doesn't look very small to me though. Okay, great. Here we have a bottle of sewing machine oil. So that is very handy. Now I believe that this is the quilt guide for the even feed foot. And here is the even feed foot. Okay, this is the quilting foot with an open toe. Okay, and one of these is the 1/4 of an inch quilting foot, and one of these is the 1/5 of an inch quilting foot. So I guess the bigger one is the 1/4 of an inch and the smaller one is the 1/5 of an inch. Okay, here is a hemming foot for rolled hems. There are 3 bobbins, and as you can see, they're metal. Okay, here we have a 1/4 inch piecing foot with a guide on the side. And here we have a compensating presser foot. Here are some needles. And the only thing they say is HAX1, so I don't really know what size needles those are. Here is a zipper foot. A spool cap. And it looks like there's actually 4 bobbins in there, not 3. A lint brush. And an exclusive screwdriver. Now, I ordered another type of zipper foot. I ordered a very narrow foot that fits this machine. I ordered it on Sewing Parts online. I got a 10% discount off of my entire order. So I ordered, I think this zipper foot is a little funny looking. So I ordered a hinged foot that's very narrow, and it is to be used for zippers and piping. I also ordered two top stitching feet, one with a 1/2 inch guide and one with a 1/8 of an inch guide. Those are top stitching feet. And I ordered a presser foot to be used with thin fabrics. So I purchased some at the sewing machine store. I purchased some additional feet as well. This is a smooth foot, a Teflon foot. I plan to make purses with this machine, and that's why I got the Teflon foot, because I want to work with leather. They gave me for free an extra pack of 5 bobbins. they gave me a free quilting thread of my choice. I purchased another set of quilting gloves because mine had holes worn in them, so I threw them away today after I got these new ones. I'm going to be doing paper piecing, machine paper piecing, and I bought a glue stick to help me do that. And I got an invisible zipper foot. Now on Sewing Parts online, I found a better invisible zipper foot. I found a metal one, and I found another plastic one that looks a lot better than this one. But they were $74.99, and this one was only $12.99 at the sewing machine store. So I'm going to try to use this and see how well it works. If it's not satisfactory, then I will purchase probably the metal one from Sewing Parts online. So this is my throat plate for thin fabrics. You know, I said I ordered a foot specifically to be used for thin fabrics, and then this throat plate here will need to be replaced with this one when I'm going to be sewing thin fabrics. It keeps your material from being sucked down into the feed dogs, and that's really hard because that can carry your material and just cause all kinds of problems. They gave me 2 free sets of needles, and I purchased a tool that has a dual use. It is a seam ripper as well. It is a buttonhole cutter. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. There are several cutter blades included in this tool. Okay, so we have gone over all of the accessories included with the machine, as well as the extra accessories that I have purchased to go with the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look over the user's manual, and then I'm going to get back with you in a few minutes. We're going to oil the machine. We're going to load the bobbin and put the bobbin case in, and we're going to thread the machine and try it out for the first time. So I'm really looking forward to that. See you in a few minutes. Okay, so we're ready to oil the machine. I have read the instruction manual, and I found the maintenance and lubrication section on page 30 of the user's manual. There is a picture that shows where you oil, but there's 4 holes on the top that you oil, and there's two holes down here that you oil. So it tells you to oil here, 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 and here. And I know because the dealer told me to use 4 to 5 drops up top. So in the instruction manual, I can see that it says 5 to 7 drops. But the dealer told me that if you put too much oil in, that the oil will get on the circuit boards inside and it will damage the machine. So it's better not to over oil. So she said 4 to 5 drops. And she said to only oil the top every 2 to 3 months. So I will put that on my calendar so I will not forget. Alright, so the machine is turned off. Okay, there is a little cap on the oiler that must be removed before any oil will come out. There we go. Put the top back on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there are also 2 holes down here, and they get lubricated as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we are going to go ahead and remove the bobbin case. So to get to the hook, we're going to remove our bobbin case. So the way you remove the bobbin case is first you bring up the needle. So I have already plugged in the power cord on the side of the machine. I've plugged in my presser foot cord on the side of the machine, and I have already installed my knee lift lever here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the power on, switch on the side. Alright, so now I'm going to raise the needle. There we are. So I can now open the slide plate, and I'm going to open up the lever here. There's a little lever on the bobbin case, and then I can pull it right out. So here's my bobbin case, and inside of it here is my bobbin. Okay, so to take the bobbin out from the bobbin case, you snap the latch back down to allow the bobbin to come out of the bobbin case. So here's the latch that you open to pull it out of there, and then you close it to let your bobbin fall out. So there is a hook on the inside. And I'm not going to be able to show it to you very well. So I'll just show you that there's a picture of the hook on page 30 of the owner's manual. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to oil that hook. Okay, I'm turning my wheel until the hook comes around. Now I'm going to oil it. And then I'm going to rotate my wheel again. Okay. Alright, so the machine is oiled. So now we're going to go into winding the bobbin. Okay, I have lifted up the thread guide and then I have turned it slightly until the positioning latch is engaged, and it just sounds like a snap when it happens. And I'm going to set my, if I had a really large spool, I'd put it over the anti-vibration cone, but just a standard household thread cone, I'm putting it down. I'm putting a spool cap over it, and then I'm going to bring it up, bring the thread up through the guide pin there, through the guide pin rod, and then I'm going to thread the bobbin winder guide. So it's going to go around the front of this tension disc and then around the back like this. Okay, then we're going to pass the thread through the hole of the bobbin. And I'm using this beautiful aquamarine thread because I'm making a quilt for my father, and I know that I want that to be the bobbin thread. Okay, I've passed it through the hole of the bobbin. Adjust the convex portion of the bobbin thread winding shaft to the concave portion of the bobbin. Instructions: adjust the convex portion of the bobbin thread winding shaft to the concave portion of the bobbin to set the bobbin. So that the little notch there is a there's a little notch that hole fits on. And then alright, so I have it set. And then I'm going to push this forward, and it goes all the way forward to the bobbin. Okay, now let's push the presser foot, push the foot pedal. And it's winding. Okay, now that I have my threads nested, I'm going to go ahead and clip that thread and finish winding the bobbin. Okay, so it's complete. I'm going to pull the winding shaft. Bobbin presser. I'm going to pull the bobbin presser back. I'm going to take the bobbin off the winding shaft. Okay, now my thread tension is off because look at it falling down. I'm supposed to tighten this screw. Okay, so we have wound the bobbin. We're going to insert it in the bobbin case. And we're going to have the lever open. And we're going to have the bobbin, the thread where it makes the letter Q. So the thread's going this way, clockwise. And we insert it into the bobbin case. And there is a notch that you run the thread through. And then you run your thread over and through this hole right here. And then you close the latch and test your tension. So I have already tightened up my tension. There's a screw right here that you can tighten or loosen your bobbin tension. And I used this screwdriver that came with the sewing machine, and I just turned it in a clockwise direction. I turned the screw in a clockwise direction, and then you see that tells you that your bobbin tension is correct. So now I'm going to snip my bobbin thread off a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to open the lever, and I'm going to put it in where this little smiley face is at the top. I'm going to place it in, and then I'm going to close the lever. So I'm going to open my thread that I want to be on the top of the quilt. Okay. Put it here. Put my spool cap on. Okay, run my thread up through here. All right. Now it goes in the top of the first hole here, then through the second hole, then through the third hole, through the top each time. All right. Okay, it says thread the machine head in numerical order 2 to 8. So it goes through this tension disc here, back behind this tension disc here. And then it goes it goes down around here, up through here, behind this hook, under this lever, behind this hook, through this take-up lever, I'm going to raise the presser foot. All right, then it goes back down behind this hook again. And then it goes behind this. All right. Okay, now we're going to try to use the automatic threader. And I'm going to push this needle up and down button so that I know that the needle will be in the right place. Then I'm going to lower the presser foot. Alright, and I'm going to push down on the automatic needle threader button. Alright, then I'm going to go behind this hook, and then I'm going to go through here. And it worked. That is great. Okay, so it has been threaded. I'm going to get some material so that we can test the stitches. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use my heel to cut the threads. Okay. Look, there's no nest on the bottom, so we put the bobbin case in correctly. Yay! Okay, so now let's go over the parts of this machine. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the auxiliary table on. And on the bottom, you will see that there are some clamps. And this is to store your knee lifter when you don't want to use it. So I'm going to go ahead . Doesn't that look nice? All right, so okay, the parts of this machine. This is the presser foot pressure regulator. Okay, this is the indicator of the presser foot pressure regulator. So when you change your presser foot pressure up or down, this goes up or down. And this is the sub-tension knob that you saw us thread the thread through the tension disc. Okay. This is the faceplate cover. This is the manual thread cutter on the side. You just bring your thread up and pull it this way and it cuts it. Now, it says LED lamp brightness adjustment switch, and it shows it being right here. And I have seen on the internet that this is supposed to have a lamp brightness adjustment switch. However, it's not there. It's not where it shows it to be on the in the manual on the picture, so I don't know if it has one or not. Here we have the thread tension dial, the slide plate, the throat plate, This throat plate is really good. It has measurements 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As well, it has measurements 1/4 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, and 1 inch. Okay, here is the attachment plate, so that if you're going to attach maybe a guide, that's what you would use to attach it. Alright, this is your micro lifter dial, also called a floater dial. It makes your presser foot higher or lower, so that if you're working with really thick fabric, you can have a better experience. Alright, this is the bobbin thread winding shaft, as you saw earlier when we wound the bobbin. This is the bobbin presser, as you saw when we were setting up the bobbin to be wound. Okay, this is the stitch length adjusting dial, and this is the thread cutter button, needle up and down. This is your sewing backwards button. And then this is your tortoise and your hare. This is your speed. Adjust your speed of your sewing. And this is your drop feed knob. So if it's turned to the left, that means that the feed dogs will be working. If you turn it to the right, the feed dogs will drop, and that way you can do free motion quilting. Alright, this is your anti-vibration cone. This is your hand wheel. Your inlet for your electrical cord is over here. Your power switch is over here. Your inlet for your foot pedal is over here. Here's your support rod. Here's your handle right here. I did use that to lift this machine. It's all metal and it works very well. Again, this is your bobbin winder guide. It's a tension disc that you run your threads through when you're setting up your bobbin to be wound. Okay, here's the hole down here that you insert the presser foot lifting lever, the knee lever. Okay, here's your presser foot, your needle clamp, your screw that you use when you're inserting your needle, and your automatic needle threader lever here. Well, I think that we have really gone over this machine very well today. I certainly hope that me fumbling around with the owner's manual has not been too distracting. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. And I think that I'm going to replace my presser foot with a free motion presser foot quilting foot that comes with the machine. I'm going to lower my feed dogs, and I'm going to start working on my dad's quilt. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, bye-bye.